Hello there! I am No Name and I'm back again with another episode of Sonia's Global League Adventure. So, the match I'm about to show you isn't actually a Global League match. This came from someone who's watched my Sonia versus Von Bolt video, by the way, you should check that out, and decided to challenge and face some Sonia ass kicking. I'm like, okay, I've got nothing better to do, so I accepted. My opponent's sorta highly rated. I think when we played, he was at around 1100 or 1150, can't remember. And he decided to play as Hawke. Now, Hawke is a very powerful CO. He's one of the tier 1 COs, meaning he's one of the best. He's a cut above the rest. And the reason for this is first, he has an increased 10% firepower as his day to day, which allows him to be super aggressive early on. Second is that he also has probably one of the best superpowers in the game. That is, if you don't consider the charge time in Black Storm. Basically, it heals all of his units by 2 and damages all units by 2. Think of it like a hyper repair plus winter fury combined without snow. Then he also has his normal power, Black Wave. Basically, it's like Black Storm, but 50% weaker. Yeah. So, given Hawke's day-to-day and superpower, you can say that Hawke is the perfect counter for Sonya. Why is that? First, because of Hawke's day-to-day, Sonya is already at a disadvantage in the early game. Because Hawke's day-to-day of 10% firepower is just a lot better than Sonya's vision and 50% counterattack, especially given Hawke's 10% firepower. Sonya's 50% counterattack is actually a lot weaker because Sonya's units takes more damage, therefore her counterattack deals less damage even if it's at 50%. So playing a very aggressive early match against Hawke when you're Sonya, you're just gonna lose the direct battle. So the second option is you try to delay the game and maybe scale it up to the late game. But the thing is, if you watch my previous Sonya videos, you'll know that Sonya doesn't have a late game. Her late game is terrible because basically her counter break is gonna be useless because every unit in the map is already gonna get countered. However, with Hawke, his superpower can scale up in the late game. Granted, it's gonna take forever to charge, but the longer the game goes, Hawke's superpower just becomes stronger. So, for this matchup, Sonya doesn't stand a chance against Hawke in an even matchup, meaning skills-wise, if we're at the same skill level bracket, Sonya doesn't stand a chance. Basically, for Sonya to win, it will rely on tremendous, and I mean a tremendous amount of skill, plus some lucky blunder from the opponent. That's really the only way Sonya can win. So, the question now is, am I good enough to beat a Hawke player using Sonya? I guess we'll find out. But before that, before we proceed with the game, just some admin. So, just to give you some, I guess, behind the scenes, I haven't been playing a lot of Advanced Wars by Web lately because I'm busy with other stuff and I can't really afford to play asynchronously because playing it takes too long and the mental toll it takes on me just so much. I can't have that kind of stress in my life right now. So I'm taking a break, both Global League and casual. So right now I'm not playing any Advanced Wars by Web. As a result, I'm running out of matches to showcase. I still have a couple in my back pocket in case my, let's say, hiatus becomes longer, but at one point it's gonna run out. That's where you come in. That's right. I am now accepting replays from my approximately 50 viewers. You can submit them at the email I'll flash here and get the chance to have your match featured in one of my weekly videos. Slight caveat, the match needs to be entertaining. That's just a given. It's a YouTube show. If it showcases an important strategy principle, that's a plus point. So given those standards, right off the bat, I'm already telling you guys, no 50 turn stir mirror matches or anything like that. God, those probably are the most boring games you can watch. I prefer games that are fast-paced, action-packed, and back and forth. HQ races are always fun to watch, and a good comeback story is always good. So again, send your replays to me at the email on the screen. Send a zip file to me and a brief explanation why the match needs to be watched by at least 50 people. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's get on to the match. So in player 1, so usual infantry build, let's skip all these stuff. Yeah, this is your normal infantry capture phase, nothing that deviates yet. Like so far, we're taking pretty much the same capture route. Yep, pretty much the same capture route. Nothing deviating here. Yep, okay. Here's our first deviation. As an opener, I built the first, or rather, the first vehicle that I built is a Recon, or not a Recon, an APC. I got this opening from DJ's video on transport. So you should check that out if you want to see how effective this, or if you want to learn other transport tricks, you should watch that video because I learned the exact same trick from that same video. So, something that you can check out. And then my opponent opens a Recon. So he's opening a Recon on the southern side, meaning he's probably want to go aggressive here and secure these properties. But the thing is, my APC is gonna go north, so he's putting the Recon at the wrong end of the map. Let's see if he, shifts it or something just to interrupt my capture phase at this part of the map, which will be supercharged because I will have an APC to make it a lot faster. So, yeah. So that's our first difference. And yeah, I'm now already capturing I'm already pairing infantries to this side of the map. As I've mentioned, just check out DJ's video, it will show you other transport tricks that you can learn. Next, okay, so yeah, just infantry. Right, day 5. So I think, yeah, he's placing his Recon on the southern side. He's committing it there. So let's see if that works out. Because right now he's not gonna harass anything really. And yeah, right now I'm just maximizing my capture routes here. So yeah, so now I built a tank. The reason I built a tank is because since I'm supercharging my APC infantry to this side of the map, I was expecting a Recon to maybe harass this capturing infantries here. So I preemptively built a tank just to make sure that if ever he has a Recon to harass, I'll be able to deal with it immediately. So yeah, he just continues capturing. And there, he already sees this Recon or this infantry here, but yeah. And he builds a Recon and artillery. It's a pretty common strategy in this map. Build an artillery to destroy this pipe seam. And once that pipe seam is destroyed, this artillery can get out of this pipe and basically you'll have a free artillery. And I guess the Recon is just to harass this part of the map. So, okay, day 7. What do I do next? So I capture the center property. Does he have vision over that? Oh crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He doesn't. Okay, he doesn't have vision of this, so this one's not gonna get interrupted. Okay, so I'm capturing this city and then yeah, just doing the APC tricks really of unloading at the same turn. So this infantry can capture this infantry can capture either this or this. So it's it's a really efficient opening as compared to say his opening at his southern side. He is nowhere near this. He's nowhere near capturing this. I'm about to like ferry an infantry and then maybe put it in the mountain, already ready to capture these properties. So as you can see, the transport opening is really paying off. And then I built another tank just to keep the tank chain going in case he has a tank instead of a Recon to harass my infantry. Alright, so again, day 7. Yep, and yeah, he just keeps pushing his infantry forward. The Recon, yeah, I don't know why he attacked this, because I guess it'll delay my capture of the comp tower, but I don't know about this. It's like, okay, I mean, whatever. I guess he'll delay my capture of the comp tower, but the thing is, it's not really gonna be that effective. See, basically does 3 damage because I heal up with 2 HP. I guess he prevented me from having 14k, but like, I mean, I'm not gonna build 2 tanks anyway, so... Oh, well, and I have another infantry to cap the comp tower, so again, he's not really getting anything done there. So, yep, and then infantry here, so now it can cap any of these 3 properties. And I'm also gonna cap this. So, yeah, compare my infantry capturing on this side of the map to his. Look at it. It's the difference is glaring. Like, you can see how many infantries I have that are ready to capture as compared to this. So that's a good sign. So yeah, I built a battlecopter in the same turn that he built a battlecopter. So far we're thinking alike here. And yeah, I just captured this because like because I think the thing is, the Recon can probably attack this and kill the infantry. But what I want him to think that since I'm not, basically me capturing this comp tower is just me saying I don't give a crap about your Recon because I have a tank somewhere, even though I really don't have a tank. So that's the mind games playing, taking. That's basically mind games going on here. I want him to think I have a tank somewhere here. So let's see if he calls my bluff. Alright, so he captures the center property, starts capturing his comp tower, and he's starting to put pressure in the city here. I think that he's gonna get that, but that's fine. And then he captures the center property. He starts capturing his corner properties here. And since the Recon gets vision, sees nothing. And yeah, just moving along his infantry, his copter's going down. And yeah, he backs away his Recon, which on a normal game, it might this is the right call, like backing away the Recon, because you really don't know if I had a tank here. And the fact that I just tried to capture this comp tower without any care in the world, that already tells you that the person might have a tank, and it's best to err on the side of caution. So good play on my opponent here. Although if he had killed this infantry, he would have lost nothing. So I guess I don't know if you would consider that a smart play, or I don't know. Well, anyway, it doesn't matter anyway, because yeah. And then he builds another copter. So here he's not building heavy tanks. He's building a lot of battle copters here. I guess since he's probably thinking, since I'm not gonna build any anti-airs early on in the game, so he can afford sending like a lot of copters. And then since right now he's perfectly countering my build, because I have 2 tanks, he has 2 copters, and I have no anti-air. I guess I have like a copter of my own, but it's not gonna stand a chance against first a Hawke copter, second 2 Hawke copters. So yeah, it's not a good position for me so far. So again, just start to capture properties, and my battlecopters just trying to protect this property really, because I'm expecting like a tank somewhere here. Did not expect the battlecopter to come on the southern side. So yeah, I'm just capturing here, and as you can see, look at the positioning of my tank. It's right in position to protect this, this infantry. If ever this Recon tries to interrupt this gap, I have a tank that's ready to retaliate. So there, and I position my APC to bury this infantry next, and there, yeah, infantry, and then I build a tank here, and then an anti-air, because I'm also expecting like an anti-air here. So right now what I'm thinking is I'm covered in terms of air defense. I have an anti-air in the north, and then a battlecopter in the south. So I'm thinking, okay, probably good now. And then I build a tank here just to, I don't know, just to, I guess, put some units here. Although I'm splitting up my units, which isn't very good. Like, I probably should have focused the tank here in the north, and then, I don't know, build the anti-air here instead. But whatever. So he starts capturing, and then there, day 9, and he sees the capping infantry. Let's see what he does. And yeah, starts capping properties, and then just puts it on a forest. Yeah, playing like not defensively, but he is hiding his units, that's for sure. So he's capturing the fort, and he's ready or preparing to capture these 2 other corner properties here. And yeah, captures this property, and there he attacks the infantry. He kills the infantry. But again, as I mentioned, I'm prepared for that situation. I have a tank that's ready to hit this recon. So builds an anti-air and builds a tank. So an interesting strategy for my opponent, he's pushing forward the battle copters first and then backing it up with a tank. I guess that's a good strategy because first I don't have a counter for it, so his push on the bottom side is gonna be super effective. I need something like an anti-air to really counter this. And yeah, once these copters are on this part of the map on the south, he'll basically have free reign over this area and he'll be able to capture his stuff without any worry. I can't say the same on my side here. So I put this infantry on the mountain just to get vision, and then yeah, I start capping this, although he can see it because the recon's here, but you know, that's fine. Yeah, I was kind of pretty confident as well because I didn't expect a copter to be here. I thought the copter was gonna be up north, but whatever. So yep, I hit this recon and then I have another tank to kill the recon. So that's one vehicle down, which is really good for me because again, as Sonia, I want to win as many of the engagements that I can, because the only way that I will win this is I have above average engagement. Even engagement with Hawke isn't good because he can just pop his superpower and it's gonna shift to his side. I don't have that luxury. Sonia has counter break. At best, it's going to maintain the game equilibrium. Like if you're tied in terms of positioning, in terms of income and everything else, then it just stays that way. But Sonia doesn't have a power that will make the balance tip towards her favor. So that's her disadvantage. So right now, any engagement I can win, I will take. So if I'm playing evenly against this Hawke player, I'm gonna lose. So I need to be at an above average level of engagement here. So I move this anti-air again, just preempting an anti-air in the north. Again, this anti-air is so out of position. 2 copters on the south and I have nothing, maybe except this copter. So again, just using my APC to maximize my infantry movement, and then yeah, again, infantry movements. I finally build an artillery to get to blast this pipe seam, and day 10. So yeah, there we go. So it's anti-airs here. So both of our anti-airs are actually out of position. So okay, yep, he takes a hit, so he interrupts the cap. I mean, good for him, and he's doing a good job of hiding his copters. Like instead of putting it far forward, he's putting it at the back where he's sure that I won't be able to see it even with my Sonia vision. So he can have the advantage once, say, my battle copter, I don't know, takes a pot shot at this recon. So that's good. Good for him. So yeah. So he actually already broke the pipe seam. So now he has a 3 artillery here. 2 artillery threatening to defend this entire side of the map. So that's not very good. Day 11. There, I just take a shot at the recon. I just learned this recently. Attacking recons with your battle copter isn't worth it because first, it does crap damage. If a tank deals like 80% damage to a recon, battle copter, it's gonna be like 5. And see, it doesn't kill it, because the thing with recons is you want to kill it. You don't want it to be at 1 HP because it's still gonna be as useful. So if you the principle that I've learned here is that if you can't kill a recon, don't try to send forces towards it, especially if it's like in the back line of your enemy's army, because you're just sacrificing an expensive unit just to deal with a recon. So that's something that I really learned recently, especially with battle copters. Like, don't attack it. Don't attack your opponent's recon with a battle copter unless you're able to kill it. Because if you're just gonna take cheap shots, it's not gonna be a very good move. Because I'm just exposing this battle copter to a possible battle copter, which I see, and a possible anti-air, which he has none, but there might be. So yeah, positioning my artillery to blast off this pipe seam here, and then yeah, I retreat this and start capturing with my healthy infantry, and capturing this corner property, and then yeah, just put here to get vision over the stuff really. And then I kill the infantry at the forest, and then I cap this property here. There we go. And yeah, I also backed away, or not backed away, but this, yeah, oh right, this came from the airport. See, there's no unit overlap. So right now, this, what do you call this? This battlecopter is gonna die because it doesn't have any backup. Right, so yep, just making sure that I'm able to cap this city. I probably won't, but you know, good for me for trying. You know what I realized? This would have probably been better if this were an artillery instead of a tank. Because right now, this tank's not doing anything. If this were an artillery, it could have already maybe blasted this this pipe seam, or this could be defending this property here. But since it's a tank, it's useless. Yeah, this was a misplay on my part. I probably should have built an artillery here instead of a tank. But whatever. So artillery comes into range. Right now, I'm expecting a battlecopter to come in. So I'm positioning my anti-air just at the, not at the edge, but in protection range of these tanks, or in these tanks. So if ever there's an anti-air here, rather a battlecopter, my anti-air can take it out. So there, and yeah, normal infantry movement, and look at these twin artilleries. That's a scary twin artilleries. So right now, this is like a dead, not the dead zone, but basically means I can't push forward here, especially with just 2 tanks. That's another one of my mistakes. Look at how split up my sides are. So that's the thing, you really don't want to have even sides because you're not getting anything done. I'm unable to push hard here. My defenses are gonna crumble here, so it's not really a good strategy to go even. So yeah. Oh yeah, Cocky captures, trying to capture this. I think I was aware that he was gonna capture this because I have vision, so I just let him capture and, you know, got a free infantry out of it. So yeah, starts, and then he hits my copter, he hits the infantry, he hits the infantry on a city. But again, 50% firepower, look at that. I think this is 6-6 trade. So, you know, it's pretty good overall. The tank's coming in, the copter's coming in. Basically, he has like 2 copters here, and I have a wounded copter. Not very good. So I built another anti-air. So now I have 2 anti-airs, and he just keeps building his battle copters. And I see the anti-air, so I'm like, okay, no copters to the north then. So yeah, I just retreat this battlecopter. Here's a fun trick you can use, and this is only something you can use as Sonia. Keep your battlecopters alive. Even the 1 HP, keep them alive, because they're gonna be useful later on, and I'll show you a good trick on how to use 1 HP battlecopter to good effect as Sonia. Like, this can only work as Sonia. So yep, try to kill this infantry, didn't work. Actually, now with a follow-up, it died. My anti-air is coming, and is this in protection range? Okay, yeah, that's probably why I was brave enough to attack the Recon with it now. Because first, I want to kill his vision. Second, this is protected by an anti-air, so that's fine. Even join cap. Let me get to capture this. Yeah, most likely I am. So, okay, yep. Now I'm just taking free shots of this infantry here. Yeah. Dead. Yeah, that was a bait and switch here. Like, lured him to capture this city, and then he lost like 3 infantry. So that's a good, you know, trade for me. And then I started building a medium tank. I don't know why I built a medium tank here. I would have preferred like maybe another copter and a tank, and then, I don't know, 2 infantries. But you know, medium tank I guess also works. Since I'm not seeing any tanks, I don't know why I went medium tanks. I really should have gone battlecopters. I don't know what I was doing here. So, yep, I retreat because I think did I see the artilleries? Because right now I'm just backing away. I don't know what I'm doing here. Anyway, so day 12, let's see what he does. Kills infantry, copter comes. There, and then yeah, see how efficient the play was, because right now, because of that play, I'm not able to retaliate using my anti-air, because there's a 1 there's a 7 HP infantry blocking and there's nothing I can do to kill it. Or do I? Yeah, I have to commit this copter to kill this infantry, and then this anti-air can reach this. So, you know, he just decimated my entire. Now I don't have any vision here. So not only do I have no vision here, so I have to commit 1 unit to get vision, his units are also well protected that I can't do a decent counter attack. So yeah, my units are just dying here. And yeah, he has another battle copter. So again, this medium tank was definitely a mistake. I should have built a copter and an anti-air maybe. So yep, infantry moving. He's just setting up, and yeah, he's all about that battle copter spam. He's like 4 of them now. So I don't have any vision of here, which is not good. But yeah, I continue killing his infantry. Because why not? You're free. And oh, I did. Yeah, I committed a copter, which is gonna die, and then 2 tanks gonna kill this anti-air. Perhaps in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have done this, because again, I'm just giving away free units here. This copter is gonna die, this anti-air is gonna die, and I think the engagement total, or the net total of the engagement, is gonna go towards my Hawke opponent, which again, I do not want. I want my engagements to be above average. Right now, it's probably below average, so it's not looking good, folks. So yeah, okay, so slowly I'm shifting my forces downwards, probably because I realized that this southern side is his strong side. So I'm pulling back my forces, shifting my entire forces on the northern side, since I've already captured these 3 properties, and then I'm shifting it down to I don't know, I guess help defend this property. I don't know about that. I think I should have just pushed hard here and captured this property and maybe put pressure in the comm tower. But with these 2 artilleries, that's probably why I shifted down, because knowing that there are these 2 artilleries here, I was like, okay, there's no chance in hell that I'm breaking through this, so might as well shift my forces downward where I might have a fighting chance. So yep, I'm just shifting my tanks downwards. More infantry. Yeah, battlecopter anti-air should have done this build like a turn ago, and I still haven't blasted his pipe seam. It's taking forever. So he gets vision, and then tank enters, kills infantry here. Yep, and he was able to interrupt the cap, which is kind of annoying, because I really thought I was gonna get that. And look at this, 2 artilleries like breathing down here, although now he doesn't have anything here. So I thought he still had some units here, but I guess, I don't know, whatever. So now he's shifting his forces downwards. He probably I don't know if he foresaw my shift to the southern part. So now he's shifting his northern forces down to the center. So yeah, he's capping this property, yeah. So this is not looking good for me. It's 2 copters, and then yeah, he's just building tanks. Day 14, so I popped my counter break. So, it's not a very good counter break, because really, he has like a lot of indirects. I don't have any. Oh wait, yeah, I think I do have like a good counter break for this. I think this was a good counter break if I remember correctly. Let's see what happens. I also don't remember. So yeah, just hiding this infantry from his mission, and then yeah, I'm just killing as many units as I can, capturing this property. Oh right, yeah, that's the reason why I thought this was a good counter break, because if I had counter break, this infantry can't interrupt this cap reliably. Like, it's gonna bring it down to 8 HP. And this infantry is gonna be at like 5 HP, so I can kill it, and it's not really a good trade. So I think I'll have this city thanks to counter break. And because of counter break, I also had more guts to attack this tank, because again, he can't really retaliate. And I was super lucky that this died. Because of Sonja's bad luck, there was a possibility that this tank on the city might have survived, but yeah, thankfully that didn't happen. So again, because of Sonja's counter break, basically these tanks are a touch me not kind of situation. You can't really hit them except for this copter, but I have an anti-air that's on the way to defend all those 3 tanks. So, yep, again, medium tank moving along. Again, I don't know. I know, whatever. I hope that medium tank's gonna be useful. So I back away my copter. And then, yeah, just again, I'm saving my low HP battle copters because they're gonna be super useful later on. So, anti-air comes out, another copter. Yeah, just backing away my units really, and then putting this anti-air in range of this tank and this tank. So if ever this battle copter tries to hit any of these, I have something to answer back. So what's my build? I built I don't know about this Neo tank. I guess let's see if it works out. So yeah, as expected, he hits the tank with his copter. And does he have a follow-up? Doesn't have. He doesn't even die. That's counter break for you. So it really, basically, you can think of counter break as increasing Sonya's defense by like 100%, which makes some of her units unkillable by normal means. Like you really have to have the perfect counter, like say a Neo tank against a tank to really deal some damage. So, yep, those entities are just gonna die. But even as they die, they're dealing chip damage, so that's good. Yep, kills the infantry. It's just doing a lot of damage here. So look at this position of his artillery. One's in a forest, one's in an HQ, and they're protecting each other. So that alone is already zoning me out. So that's not good. So this is copter in this water tile, which it's basically immune to any anti-air offense. So good for him, and he's backing away. This is a good trait. Once you get the properties you need, for example, he's already captured this property. There's really nothing to capture, maybe except this comm tower. But the thing is that comm tower is kind of easy to defend. So once you get the properties that you can not easily get, but something that you can get without sacrificing so much, you could shift away, move the bulk of your forces somewhere else, and this is what exactly my opponent is doing. So, see, just building tanks. He hasn't built a medium tank yet, which is good for him because again, medium tank and Neo tank at this point in the game isn't really good because he has a lot of battle coppers. I should have gone heavy with battle coppers here in hindsight, but you know, oh well, did not see that coming. Again, just keeping my 1 HP battle copter alive. So using, okay, that's dead. And then, yep, just moving my battle coppers along, and then backing away my infantry. Basically, I am not forcing, but I'm positioning all of my units down south because I want to rally around my HQ and coalesce all of my units there. So yep, and then I built a mech because I understand that I'll have to play more defensively now, so I'm building defensive units like mechs. So yeah, I think it's just gonna try to capture that comm tower, but thankfully I have an artillery that's guarding this comm tower, so he doesn't have any chance of that. And yeah, just since a single tank, and right now all of these properties are buck naked. Thankfully, he doesn't have like an infantry to capture any of these infantries. Like I just have to kill this infantry, and then all of these properties are gonna be safe. So yeah, still doesn't see my medium tank, I think. Yep, still doesn't see it. So yeah, he was probably thinking whether this battle copter was at full HP or not. And this is why you want to keep your low HP battle copters as Sonia, because you can use them to either zone out, say, enemy tanks, even if they're at 1 HP, because your opponent's gonna think they're at full HP, or you can use them to lure full HP anti-airs, and you can kill the anti-air and your battle copters. The healthy ones can take over the game. So in this regard, my opponent took a risk. He probably thinks this is a damaged battle copter, so he used this tank to try to kill it, but it doesn't die. And he doesn't have any idea how much HP this one has left, so you can take a guess based on how much he was damaged, but let's see. He could kill it now with the they call this battle copter here. Let's see if he does that. yeah, he doesn't, because he probably understands that this is right now. This is already a bait. Like I probably have like a copter that's at perfect retaliation rate range, which I don't think I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I do have this anti-air, so you know. So now he's capturing the com tower. So yep, again, it's not really gonna work. And boom, bye bye anti-air. Again, he doesn't have any idea that this is a 1 HP battle copter. So yep, oh, medium tank comes out, and I kill the. That's Sonia. That's Sonia for you. Any other CO, this probably would have been dead, but because of that, I had to dedicate a tank to kill this infantry. Something I really didn't want to do. And yeah, I killed this copter with my anti-air. I mean, it's gonna get blasted by this artillery, but you know, that's fine. So I already have another anti-air to replace this anti-air, so that's, so you know, so far I'm covered. Yeah, again, I just killed this infantry, and now, just like that, all of these properties are safe. So yeah, I'm shifting my forces upwards. I don't know why, considering there's like nothing here, and all of the fight is happening down the south. So yeah, copter moves in, and I built another copter, build artilleries and mech. Yeah, so now I'm starting to build artilleries. I'm planning to put artilleries like maybe here in this forest, just to defend all of these properties while I focus the bulk of my forces on the southern part. So yeah, again, 2 mechs. I don't know about this. I think this is a bit excessive, but you know, sure, why not? Defensive mechs, they're always viable, especially when you're kind of behind. Although I'm not really behind, but I want, you know, many cheap units as possible to defend. So yep, day 16, see what he does. And look at that, his Black Storm's already ready. He's putting his infantry in position to capture this city. And yeah, the copters are just coming down. Like he's spamming a lot of copters in this match. Then Black Wave or Black Storm. Yeah, Black Storm. Thankfully, he didn't have a lot of damaged units to really take advantage of Black Storm's power. So basically, what happened? This is a much more expensive, weaker version of Olaf's Winter Feud. But the thing with global damage, especially with Sonia, where you already have weakened units because of your bad luck, it's just a double down, double dead kind of situation where your weak units get even weaker and your opponent's stronger units only get stronger. So this was very this was a game, not really game losing. I think I'm still in the game at this point of the game, but it's not doing well for me. So yeah, he kills the infantry. Doesn't even kill the infantry. That's interesting. But the artillery's already pressuring this city, which means he'll be able to capture it the next turn. So yeah, and then look at all these infantries, just threatening to cap everything else. He probably sees that most of my forces are here, so he's just moving these infantries to move south and capture all of the properties here on this side of the map. Thankfully, I had some like ragtag infantries to defend, as well as this Biocopter and then this tank. So yeah, anti-air moves in. Am I aware of that movement? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I see the anti-air moving into this forest. So yeah, he kills the copter again. Was that a bait? Yeah, I think 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I have this anti-air ready to hit this copter. See, that's the power of a 1 HP battle copter as Sonia. You can use it to bait out units, particularly battle copters and anti-airs. So because of that, I'm able to get a free battle copter in exchange for a 3 HP one. So you can consider that a very worthy trade. Okay, so now he's just backing away his units, and then he kills this. Sure, why not? Then yeah, he builds a rocket. Not even building medium tanks, just build a rocket. Because right now he has a lot of battle copters, a lot of tanks to counter my anti-air. Basically, whatever strategy I have here is not working. But so far, look at our values. It's not a game-losing lead yet. We're tied in terms of properties. I'm only like 30k ahead or rather 30k behind, it's still, I know, it's still winnable. Yeah, just kill it. Kill everything here. I'm so annoyed. Like, this should have died. That Sonya's a bad luck for you, really. So yeah, I'm just shifting some of my tanks and forces up here to defend to kill basically any infantry that's gonna try to cap any of my properties. So I think, yeah, I see this, so I know that he's gonna try to mass cap most of my properties. So yeah, see, I mean, this should have died, but again, that's Sonya for you. There's not really much else to say there. So my mech's moving upwards, and then I built another anti-air, oh, I thought I built another copter. What did I build? Okay, so I didn't, yeah, I guess, yeah, because of the Black Storm, basically drained all of my funds, so I can only afford an anti-air and a mech. So yeah, he's trying to, back away his 1 HP, what do you call this, Battlecopter. So kills the anti-air. Yeah, he's now starting to mass cap my properties. And look at that. I thought he was gonna cap this as well, but there it goes. Like, he has a lot of units here. He probably has no idea that I'm already shifting my forces upwards just to avoid his death ball here. So he's shifting his copters to the north, and he also builds a Neo tank of his own. So good for him. Next is, yeah, just interrupt this cap because I don't want to be at an income disadvantage here. So I don't know if that was a good move. And yeah, positioning my artilleries to defend. There's really nothing to defend. And then anti-air comes out, copter comes out, or copter goes to the north. And I kill the... Do I kill? No, I just damage. So yeah. Okay, so right now, yeah, I'm slowly shifting my forces upwards. And okay, this is a pretty cool, again, another example of how to use your 1 HP battlecopters. Okay, come on. Okay, yeah, just kill that copter, that's fine out. Then look at this. Okay, let's not yet. There. Look at this copter. I'm fully aware that this anti-air is here because I had vision of what's coming in this forest. So I know that there's an anti-air here. I am baiting this anti-air to come out of the forest and take a shot at this 1 HP battlecopter. Since I'm Sonia, he has no idea that it's a 1 HP battlecopter. So if he does that, I have a medium tank and artillery to respond. With the anti-air, that I have 2 battlecopters to rain 3 here. So again, it's all about the mind games with Sonia. And this is one way to really maximize it. So day 18, didn't pop my counter break. It's weird. Thought I popped my counter break there, but whatever. So yeah, he's just cleaning up all of my units here. I think he already realized that I already front shifted somewhere. So yep, that's dead. And yeah, there's no way I could interrupt this now. I guess I could dedicate this tank, but I don't know if that's gonna be worth it. And look at that, just as expected, this battlecopter, or rather this anti-air, kills off this 1 HP battlecopter. You could have easily done this with this infantry. Just hit this battlecopter with infantry, this one's gonna die. But because I'm playing as Sonia, he has no idea that that's a very damaged battlecopter. He dedicates an anti-air. An anti-air that's gonna be dead. So yeah, just moves away his infantry. Yeah, just killing as many units as possible. He's not trying to cap any of my properties. So Recon, yeah, again, he's just spamming his battlecopters, man. So because of that early sacrifice, I can now kill this anti-air. And I have counter break, so my copters can do whatever it likes on this part of the map. Yeah, even a Neo tank to kill it. Boom. Boom. So right now I'm just using this rank tag of vehicles to protect this comp tower, really, because that's his next objective. He also has infantry threatening this comp tower, so that's not a good look on my end. So puts the mech on the mountains. I don't know what use that is. I guess for vision. Hides medium tank on forest. But then again, as you can see, this is why Sonia sucks in terms of in the late game. My counter break, what it did essentially is give 10% firepower and 10% defense. That's it. Every other CO gets that as well. My counter break really doesn't serve a functional purpose. I guess he can't first strike this tank because I'm gonna hit harder. But I don't know. Like, yeah, the counter break part of my power isn't really working. So as I've mentioned, counter break doesn't really tilt the advantage of the game to your favor. At best, it just maintains the equilibrium. And the or not the equilibrium, but the current state of the game. Like, it's not going to get worse for you, if that makes sense. But the thing is, I'm already losing this matchup in terms of income, and then in terms of unit count, and in terms of positioning as well. Basically, I'm losing part in this match, and I need a power that will turn it around. I don't have that. So Recon just puts in the forest just to scout this entire forest here, really, and twin artilleries. Yeah, right now I'm just in super defensive mode. I probably realized that my counter break's gonna be super useless right now, so might as well, pump out artilleries just to be defensive. So tank comes, tank backs out. I'm like, okay, you can have the city. Like, no way I'm gonna take that from you. It's just not worth it. Day 19, let's see. Yeah, he's now starting to send copters to the northern side. He started to capture my comm tower. And he has like a lot of infantry here, just building a very good infantry wall backed up by a neo tank and a rocket and artilleries. He also has a copter, so he can easily take this comm tower if he wanted to. He just needs to like get vision of this forest and then kill both of these artilleries, and then that comm tower is his. So yeah, what do I do next? Okay. Yeah. So I think around this point of the game, I was like, okay, this is pretty hopeless. I cannot win an army-to-army battle. The only way that I'm gonna win here is by capturing the HQ. So right now, I'm starting to plan, okay, how do I capture this guy's HQ? Considering it's heavily protected. Like, I don't have vision over that yet, but right now, at this point of the game, that's my mindset. I have to capture his HQ. That's the only way I can win this. So that's why I'm sending this Recon here, just to get vision of what he has on this part of the map. And yeah, again, just killing off the infantry to make sure he doesn't get the comm tower. Sends another artillery here, and then tanks to protect, to guard it. And yeah, I'm just scouting here. So I see the artillery, so I'm like, okay, I can't capture it yet. I need to distract this artillery. Maybe, I don't know, go somewhere else where it can hit something else. So I think that's what I did, yeah. So as you can see, I'm forcing or positioning my big units to this side of the map. Because my game plan right now is, if he sees the neo tank and medium tank, he'll be forced to shift all of his units to this side of the map, leaving his HQ undefended. And right now, look at this infantry. I can position this in the forest, and then it's gonna be at capturing range of the HQ. So my hope is that he's gonna shift all of his forces to this side of the map and leave his HQ undefended. So the tanks come in, battle copters, the artillery. Yeah, even my mechs are pitching in. Yeah, just building more artilleries. I probably should have done this the early game. In hindsight, I really should have played this more defensively, because I think I have better chances of luring my opponents to artillery fire than just winning the late game. So yeah, he gets vision of this infantry, so now he can plan the perfect attack to get rid of all of these units. So that's what he does. Yeah, copter comes in, tanks, kills the copter, kills the artilleries. Yeah, and now he has a free cap of this comm tower. So, not good. He's basically killing all of my units right now. Boom. Then use anti-air to kill infantry. Positions the artillery. So he's kind of doing what I want him to do. Shift his forces to his side and leaving his HQ sorta undefended. So yeah, even shift his battle copter here. So right now I can see all of this unit, and I'm like, okay, the HQ is probably undefended right now. So let's be stealthy and take advantage of that. Okay, yeah, he's just shifting, and then when I saw this battle copter and I don't have an anti-air range, I'm like, crap. Okay, Whatever HQ push that I have, it's gonna fail. It's not gonna work. So, yep, I think this is the turn where I'm like, okay, probably, yeah, let's just, let's just do as much damage as we can. Kill the anti-air. Yeah, I'm just, yeah, I even popped Enhanced Vision. Right now, I'm just gunning for maximum damage. Like, I gang up on this battle copter, and I'm just killing as many units as I can here. Like an all-in push. Boom. Yeah, I even built a stealth fighter. And yeah, build all of my units, just kill as many units that I can, and then I resign. I got beat. And the thing is, it wasn't a decisive victory for my opponent. Like, I could have probably still delayed this game until like day 27 maybe. With a stealth fighter, I can zone out this side of the map. But the thing is, he's gonna get his com tower. He's gonna get the com tower, and he already has economic advantage over me. That's just gonna get worse because he's gonna capture this city as well. So there was really, yeah, the only way I could maybe win is by being annoying, because I think he will recognize that there is an HQ attempt that's going on, considering he saw a lot of my infantries. So he's probably gonna shift down all of these forces. He just needs to put his artillery behind this spot, and I don't have any chances of attacking his HQ. So there was really no way. And the moment he saw my infantries gang up here preparing for an HQ rush or an HQ cap, that's when I decisively lost already. But if you look at our engagement, our KD, it's pretty equal. I think, if I remember correctly, we were even, or I was ahead in terms of kills compared to my death. But then again, if you're playing against Hawke, especially if you're Sonia, if you're playing to be even with Hawke, you're gonna lose. And I think that's exactly what happened here. Because I think he was winning slightly. He wasn't owning me in that sense. Had I have another CO, maybe someone tier 1, maybe a Von Bolt, or maybe even a Sasha, I think this game would have tilted on my favor, given the, if assuming all engagements were the same. I think I would have had a better fighting chance. But since I'm Sonya, I don't Hawke has a stronger early game than me. Hawke has a stronger late game. There's really no chance for Sonya to win, unless, of course, I have some big brain strats or my opponent does really crucial blunders. So there you have it. Hawke player challenges me to a match, and Hawke player won. Good for him. Congrats to Hawke player for beating Sonya. That's it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching again. If you have any games that you want to be featured in this video, just send it to this email address that I'm flashing on the screen, and I'll be more than happy to look at it, and if it's good, I'll be featuring it on this channel. Again, thanks so much. Like, subscribe, comment, all of those YouTube stuff, and I'll see you again next week. Goodbye!